Uh, so see experiment number 4, it's a single phase RC series circuit. This by mistake, it's a study written here because we are going to perform this experiment. So title is single phase RC series circuit. So first of all, here resistance 10 ohm. We are going to consider capacitor is 3.4 microfarad. You can select different values also. And this one we are going to connect across single phase AC voltage. So I'm going to select voltage 240.416. You can select any value 200, 220, 210, 240. Why I have selected like this? Because before pandemic, when we used to perform the practical in labs, these readings available with me. Just wanted to cross check whether we are getting it from hardware and simulation software same or not. So it matches. That's why same value I have used, which one we were using in lab while performing the practical using hardware before pandemic. Okay. So whenever you are going to design this circuit in the simulation software, so their required value you have to enter of voltage source is peak value. So relation between peak value and RMS, all of you know. Peak divided by root 2 is what? Peak value of voltage divided by root 2 is what?
RMS.
Correct, RMS value of the voltage. So RMS value, you can select any value 200, 220, 210, 230, 240, or apart from this, any you are interested, you can. So convert it into peak. So RMS into root 2 will be the peak value. So we will get 340 because when you are using that falstart.com online simulation software, there you have to enter the peak value and not the RMS. Okay. So suppose whatever RMS value you wanted to enter 200. So convert it into peak and then enter. Okay. So this one circuit will design, and then you have to note down current flowing in the circuit. Same current will flow through resistance and capacitor because it's a series circuit. What is VR and VC? What is VR and VC?
Voltage drop across resistance and capacitor.
Very good. VR and VC are the voltage drop across resistance and capacitor. Okay. So you have to measure these parameters, current flowing through the circuit, VR and VC, and we are going to set. Now in AC circuit, ammeter, how we connect, in series or in parallel?
Series.
Correct. Ammeter always we connect in series. Suppose I'm going to connect one ammeter over here, and voltmeter, how we connect, always in parallel. Correct. As here it is a AC type of circuit, so AC types of meters you have to use. Just check whether on its display alternating symbol is there or not. Consider this ammeter is displaying value 250 milliampere or 255 milliampere. Okay. Consider it's a milliammeter it is, and it's displaying value 255, and this one voltmeter, you consider it is displaying 238 volt. Okay. So 255 milliampere and 238 volt, these values are peak or RMS or instantaneous or average? Which value they display? AC type of voltmeter and ammeter, when we connect in circuit, whatever the readings they display, it is which value, RMS or peak? Root mean square value. They display RMS value, that is the root mean square value. So whatever the ammeters and voltmeter you connect in AC circuit, suppose milliammeter, here it is displaying 255 milliampere. So that is the RMS value of the current. Suppose this voltmeter, it is displaying 238 volt voltage across capacitor. So it is the RMS value. Okay, root mean square value. Now we'll design this circuit. So same software I'm using, that is the falstart.com/circuit. How to design, all of you know. In circuits, once you click the link, So whenever you open that link, filestat.com/circuit, in circuits, use the option blank circuit. So here blank window will appear, then you can design, see register, second option, add resistor, select from here. In passive components, add capacitor is the option. Okay, so from here you can select the capacitor. Then we want one voltage source AC. So in inputs and sources, can everyone see the third one option? Add AC voltage source to terminal. Can everyone see? Yes, third one option. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
So from here you have to select it. Add AC voltage source to terminal. And if you wanted to add ammeter, that one also you can select. See, in outputs and labels, add ammeter option is there. Can everyone see add ammeter option in outputs and labels on screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so from here you can select the ammeter. Then here in draw wire option is there, add wire. So using it, connect all the components. Okay, once you connect here, I am going to stop this circuit. Resistance, double click, set 104, capacitor set 3.4 microfarad. Now here I told you, for voltage source, which one value you have to set here? See, read the first one. It is asking for peak or RMS.
Peak.
Peak, right? Maximum voltage it is asking means peak value. So 240 point something, whatever it is, its peak I have calculated 340. So I entered here peak value 340. Okay, and here then ammeter. So ammeter, double click it. You can find two options are there. Suppose you are going to set here current and click on OK and run this, you can find here value of current is changing continuously. Means which one value it is displaying? Instantaneous value, which changes with respect to time as it is a AC. Another option is right click ammeter, edit, or double click it, same window appears. RMS current option is also there. Select it, RMS current, and click on OK. So it will display RMS value. Root means square value. So instantaneous also you can see there, which continuously changes with respect to time. So it will go on changing continuously there. Display. Now here root means square value. It is constant. Unless and until you are not going to change the components and supply. So 255.22 milliampere RMS value. What is the current? To everyone can see current value 255.22 milliampere.
Yes, ma'am.
So all of you can see here I have written current 255.22 milliampere, multiplied by root 2, you will get the peak if required. Peak if required, you can write. In calculations we require RMS only. Only why voltage I have converted into peak, because here for voltage source you have to enter peak and not the RMS. That's why. Otherwise the rest value there peak not required. But still in that table I have written peak for all. Okay, now next what we want, VR and VC. So for that what you have to do, keep cursor on resistance, right click it and click the option view in new scope. Okay, once you click on the option, ये राइट क्लिक करके सेकंड दिख रहा है सबको, व्यू इन न्यू स्कोप. Can everyone see this option?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, click on that. Once you click, like this graph appears. Now I'm going to stop the simulation. So what I'll do here, right click this graph. पहले मैं इसको reset करती हूँ circuit. I'll reset this circuit. I'll close this, remove this plot. I'll reset. Then I'll run. Simulation speed I'll increase. Simulation speed I have increased. Now I'll click on this resistance, right click, view in new scope. So here graph appears. As the simulation speed is very high, graph is moving very fast. You can minimize the simulation speed. So graph is moving now slowly on the screen. Slightly I'll increase. Okay. Now it is nothing but it's a purely sinusoidal AC. So is its peak visible right now? Whatever the graph you can see, is its peak visible right now?
No.
It's not.
No.
So what you can do for that, you have to change the scale. Whenever we plot voltage across resistance, it's graphical representation. Obviously along x-axis it's a time and along y-axis it's a magnitude. Okay, amplitude. So right click this on the graph. Can you see properties, last one option?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, click on that. Like this window appears. Click on plots. Can everyone see this plot option? From bottom, fourth one, plots option is there. See, fourth
Yes, ma'am.
one, plots. Click it. So here you can activate whatever the display you want, voltage, current, power. So voltage is activated right now. Can everyone see voltage? यहाँ पे show voltage is tick, means I have activated the voltage. You can activate current also. Current it display in yellow color and voltage it display in green color. So right now voltage it is displaying. See here horizontal scale option is there. So this one slide bar is there. So you can move this to zoom in and zoom out the waveform along x-axis. No need to zoom in, zoom out the waveform along x-axis because it is proper. We'll show you. Right now it's at 10 millisecond per division. Suppose I'll increase it. You can increase, decrease. So if you increase, see, along x-axis that waveform get zoom. Zoom in karna hai. So see, I have reduced the scale. So you can see the waveform is now scale only you are changing with this. देखो अभी zoom in हो गया है waveform along x-axis. Compress दिख रहा है आप लोगों को?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, got it. Means using this you can zoom in and zoom out the waveform along x-axis horizontal scale. So right now 10 millisecond per division. It is fine for horizontal. Now we'll change vertical one. So it is this one channel one scale. This is for vertical. Right now it is 1.25 volt per division. So I have increased it to 10 volt per division. Now all of you can see proper waveform, voltage drop across resistance, sinusoidal waveform. दिख रही है स्क्रीन पे सबको? Okay. So we'll click on OK because now waveform is fine. Below circuit, everyone can see the graph. On the graph left side, three lines are there. Some values are written in 3 lines. Last one is resistor 104. Above it, maximum voltage value is given. Means these are the values related to voltage drop across resistance 104. And in the first one line scale they have given which one is for x-axis and which one is for y-axis. Okay. So what is the maximum value of voltage drop across resistance? It is displaying.
37.53 volt.
Correct. 37.539 volt. It is the, here it is written, it's a max. Max means which value?
Peak value.
Peak value. Correct. So here it's peak we got. So see, 37.539 here I have written and divided by √2. If you divide it by √2, which one value you will get?
RMS.
Correct. Okay. Because while doing calculations, we want RMS value. So we'll convert this peak to RMS. Okay. Similarly, note down VC now. Current as here, current flowing through supply, resistance, and capacitor is same because it's a series circuit. So right click the graph, go in properties. Properties window get opened. Now here what you have to do in properties? Yes, to activate the current in plot, what you have to take now? I wanted to current. So what I'll do, current I'll click and voltage I'll inactivate. So that 2 graphs on same screen, otherwise you will get. So better way show current. I did. Now all of you can see current waveform in yellow color. So right click again the graph, go in properties. X-axis is proper, X-axis scale is okay, but we'll change the Y-axis scale so that you can see the peak value. This one waveform also sinusoidal you will get. So see, I have changed 100 milliampere per division Y-axis scale. So is waveform proper, visible, current waveform?
Yes, ma'am.
So see the current value, maximum value, how much it is displaying?
360.948 milliampere.
Correct, 360.948 milliampere. This is the peak value. You divide it by √2, you will get here whatever the milliammeter is displaying. 255.229 in the circuit. In circuit milliammeter, here we have connected ammeter. So it is displaying value 255.229 milliampere RMS value. Okay, so this peak value 360 point something divided by √2, you will get 255 point something milliampere RMS value. Okay, this is about the current. Now what we want? Yes, which one parameter left? VC, voltage drop across capacitor. So this one graph I will delete. Right click on the graph, click remove plot. Remove plot. Now plot will disappear. Then right click to voltage across capacitor. Okay. So what is the second option? Yes, view in new scope. Click on that. So you can see here voltage across capacitor. That is also sinusoidal waveform. So in this graph, I'll stop this because very smaller. We can see here a display of graph. So I have stopped the simulation. Right click the graph, go in properties. In plots, you can check it is only of voltage. Okay, horizontal axis scale is fine. We'll change the y-axis scale. So 10, I'll run this simulation. No, still not. While running only better. Do not stop the simulation. Means if it is running, then you can parallelly check. Is this okay? Waveform, is it visible? Purely sinusoidal for 100 volt per division scale I have selected here. Is this fine? We see its graphical representation. Yes, everyone can see. Now check for capacitor. See again same thing on graph. Left side at the bottom you can see third one line capacitor 3.4 microfarad and maximum voltage also it is displaying for capacitor. How much it is?
337.921 volt.
Correct, 337.921 volt. Okay, so see here I have written VC 337.921 volt is its peak divided by √2. You will get the RMS value. How to complete observation table? Is this clear? Any difficulty with this? You can try this in multisimals. Those who are interested can use multisim also for this. So you design the circuit, note down I, VR, VC. Okay. Now what you have to do with this? See here. Next one is the calculation part. So this one lab manual copy is there on Google Classroom, soft copy. Okay, use that. Now here in this circuit, see this one is the circuit na for resistor, means this is the circuit when we used to perform it in the lab using hardware. So there we will be using rheostat as a resistance. Then capacitor, then ammeter or milliammeter we connect over here. Now here DMM we use to measure voltage drop across resistance and capacitor, and here auto transformer, because to every group we used to apply different voltage. Suppose first group 200, second group 210, third group 220, so on 240. So there auto transformer. Auto transformer input is fixed. Its input is fixed. This one 220 volts single phase AC 50 hertz. What's about its output? You variable output voltage you will get across its two output terminals. These are the two output terminals, and across these two output terminals variable voltage you will get. On its body one knob is there that you go on changing, so variable voltage you will get. That's why auto transformer you can find here, but right now we are performing it on multi-sim. Sorry, that Falstart means any simulation software you can use. So there directly whatever the voltage source value you want you can set. So there voltage source I have used. Otherwise in the lab while performing, auto transformer you have to use if you wanted to apply variable voltage to different groups. Okay. So these are the value total voltage, current, VR, VC we got. Now here if you do calculations, calculations all of you can refer this e-manual, it's page number 30. Okay. Now if you do VR you have, current you have. If you do VR by I, what you will get?
Resistance.
Correct, resistance, and its unit is ohm. If you do VC by I, what you will get? This one formula you will learn in theory, for purely capacitive circuit in second unit. All the formula whatever you can see you will be learning in second unit in theory. So VC by I you will get XC, capacitive reactance, unit is ohm. VC you have, I you have, so XC you can calculate. In 12th you have learned the formula. XC is equals to 1 divided by omega C, that is 1 divided by 2 pi FC. Using that you can calculate the capacitance. Its unit is farad, microfarad you can use. Now total voltage divided by total current here will not be the resistance. Why? Because along with resistance their capacitor is also there. So in second unit you will learn if along with resistance capacitor is there, inductor is there, or both are there. So opposition to the flow of current, that is total voltage divided by total current, is impedance. It is denoted by Z. Unit is ohm. And whatever the impedance triangle you will get for this is nothing but it's a series RC circuit. So in series RC circuit in second unit you will learn impedance triangle, you will get like this. You will derive it, impedance triangle. Some calculations, some derivation are there. There you can find like this is the impedance triangle you will get. This angle is 90 degree. This angle is phi. Phi means what? It is the phase difference between total voltage and total current. Suppose phase difference is 45 degree, then this angle is 45 degree, phi. Phase difference means it's a phase difference between total voltage and total current. Okay. So this is along this, it's a resistance. Along this, it's a resistance. Along this, you will find there you are getting XC, capacitive reactance, and along this, it's a Z. You will derive this. Now, find out cos phi in this triangle.
R by Z.
Correct, R by Z. Okay. So, see here, cos phi is R by Z. So you can calculate here power factor also, R by Z. Okay. All these formulas you are going to see in second unit in theory when you will learn their purely resistive, purely inductive, purely capacitive circuit. Like this phasor diagram next you have to draw. So phasor diagram again, this one you are going to derive in second unit. That is for resistance. Some of you may have studied it in 12th also. Like for resistance, no phase difference is there between total voltage and total current. Okay. For resistance, you will get like this is the phasor diagram. In second unit, you will learn the phasor diagram. V of t is a Vm sine of omega t. I of t is a Im sine of omega t. This equation is both are in phase. So along positive real axis, positive x-axis you have to represent. Both are in phase. For capacitance, some of you may have learned in 12. For capacitance, current leads voltage by 90 degree. So in phasor diagram, leading parameter, they are measured in anti-clockwise direction. So whenever I say for capacitor, current leads voltage by 90 degree, can I say voltage lags current by 90 degree?
Yes, ma'am.
You can say like that also. that voltage lags current by 90 degree. And reverse is the case in inductor. Whatever is the case in capacitor, current leads voltage by 90 degree. Reverse is the case for inductor. Current lags voltage by 90 degree. Okay, so we want only two, resistance and capacitor, because these two only are connected in the circuit. So this one you keep in your mind. For resistance, voltage and current are in phase. Means which one voltage and which one current it is? V is the voltage drop across resistance. I is the current flowing through resistance. Phase difference between these two is 0 degree for resistor. What's about for capacitor? Whatever is the current flowing through capacitor and whatever is the voltage drop across capacitor, phase difference between them is 90 degree and current leads voltage by 90 degree. Or you can say VC lags current by 90 degree. Okay, now consider you got these one readings. I have selected something different. Now you have to take the readings from the observation table. Why I have selected random here? Because so that to explain the things with odd numbers easy for me. That's why. Consider I got VR 30 volt RMS value. Here all values you have to take which one? RMS, not the peak. Okay, so we are 30 volt, VC suppose I got 210 volt and I suppose I got 0.3 ampere. This one is the scale I am selecting. You can select different scale you have to decide based on your readings. So for voltage, which one scale I am using? 1 centimeter is equals to 30 volt, and for current 0.1 ampere is equals to 1 centimeter. Now see the scale for voltage and see the VR is 30 volt. So VR will be how much centimeter? Speak loudly so that I can hear you.
1 centimeter.
Correct. VR will be 1 centimeter because scale I have selected 30 volt is equals to 1 centimeter and VR is, suppose I am getting 30 volt. Okay. Then see the value of VC and see the scale. So VC will be how much centimeter?
7.
Correct. It will be 7 centimeter. Right. Okay. Now see the current. Current I got suppose reading for example 0.3 ampere and current is scale I have selected 0.1 ampere is equals to 1 centimeter. So how much centimeter it will be? Current 3 centimeter. Okay, so here already I have written. So like this, volt and ampere you have to convert into centimeter. Now for resistance, just now we have seen what is the phase difference between current flowing through resistance and voltage drop across resistance. What will be the phase difference between these two?
0.
0 degree.
0.
Right. Because for resistance, no phase difference. And what is the phase difference between I and VC?
90 degree.
90 degree. VC leads or VC lags current?
Leads.
Correct. No. VC.
Lag.
Current leads means obviously VC lags I by 90 degrees. So like this, you have to draw the phasor diagram. Okay. Now in the phasor, in the circuit, if you observe, voltage drop across resistance is VR, voltage drop across capacitance is VC, and supply voltage is V. So as it is a AC circuit, what equation you can write here? V is equals to phasor sum of VR and VC. Okay, phasor sum of VR and VC is a supply voltage. Like this is the equation you have to write for the AC. All these things you will learn in second unit in detail. As AC, it is having magnitude and direction also. Its magnitude and direction, it is not constant. It is changing continuously. So whenever you apply here KVL, only in terms of magnitude you can't write this KVL equation. It is nothing but it's a KVL equation, isn't it? So only in terms of magnitude you can't write. You have to consider the angle also, its direction also. That's why phasor sum. Phasor sum of VR and VC is total voltage V. So this one equation also you have to use in phasor diagram. So see how I will draw the phasor diagram here. Whatever the voltage and current across resistance equations you will learn. Vm sin of omega t, Im sin of omega t. These are the equations for it. Now, whenever it's a Vm sine of omega t, Im sine of omega t, this waveform in phasor diagram, it is represented along positive real axis, that is positive x-axis. Okay, so that's why all of you can see it says along positive x-axis, both the phasors Vr and I. So draw Vr 1 centimeter in phase with it, I 3 centimeter. See, can everyone see here? Vr 1 centimeter and I approximately it is not to the scale. So I is 3 centimeter, but you have to draw to the scale, not approximate. Okay, got it everyone? I think scale I have used, it's accurate, it is 1 centimeter and 3 centimeter. This 1 and 3 centimeter you have to measure from same common point O, origin, isn't it? I and V are from same point O you have to measure. Is this clear? It's not so कि
Yes,
VR
ma'am.
जहाँ पे खत्म हो गया है उसके आगे आप I measure करोगे. It's not so. I and V are from same common point you have to measure. Both are in phase. Now what's about VC? We have seen that VC lags I by 90 degree. Lagging parameter in phasor diagram are measured clockwise. That's why VC measure clockwise 90 degree with reference to I. And phasor sum of VR and VC is total voltage. That's why what I will do, I will show VC wherever VR ends. So we are ending over here. I will start to draw VC of 7 centimeter, lagging I by 90 degree, isn't it? And now VR starts from here, VC ends over here. So phasor sum of VR and VC is what? V, total voltage. Okay, KVL equation V is equals to VR plus VC. So from here VR start, here VC end. Join these 2 points by one slant line, and what it will be? Yes, the slant line will be what?
Total voltage.
Total voltage, right? It will start from this point A, suppose, or origin. I will mark it origin, and it will end at point A. So arrow will be toward A to total voltage. Like this is the phasor diagram. Okay. Now, can you take scale and can you measure this slant line in centimeter?
Yes, ma'am.
You can measure it in centimeter. So I got it 7.2 centimeter. So using the scale for voltage, can you convert it, that centimeter into volts?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So see,
Yes,
1
ma'am.
centimeter is equal to 30 volt, means you have to multiply it by 30. So 216 volt. This is for what? See, my means for 220 volt, these are the values like this I have selected. These are the random readings. So whatever the total voltage in observation table, and this one will match. Okay, you will get it approximate value. Means what we are doing here from phasor diagram, we are checking whether the supply voltage from phasor diagram matches with observation table readings or not. Similarly, see, I told you cos phi is a power factor, phi is a phase difference between total voltage and total current. So here total current is this one along this axis, total voltage is along this, isn't it? Can you take a protractor and can you measure the phase difference between total voltage and total current here?
Yes, ma'am.
You can measure. Suppose you got it 85 degree. Take cosine of it. That will be the power factor. And this one value of your power factor and whatever you have done in calculations. See, in calculations, last one step is power factor. Both the values will match. And that supply voltage same as that of in your observation table. Okay, so these two values will match. Means phasor diagram we are plotting here to cross check the value of supply voltage. Approximately same you will get whatever it is in observation table, and cos phi in calculation. Okay, so for that we have plotted here phasor diagram, and you will be familiar how to plot the phasor diagram for single phase AC circuit. Okay, any difficulty up to this? Any difficulty?
No.
Okay, we'll go for the next. This is about the AC circuit. So in Google form, what I'll ask you for value of R, C, and this voltage RMS value. Then I'll ask the RMS value of these parameters. Then I'll ask the all the values whatever you have calculated in calculations like R, X, C, Z, and cos phi. And then I'll ask you how much value you got from phasor diagram. How much value you got from phasor diagram of supply voltage and phi or cos phi. This is for AC circuit. Now we are going to see the DC circuit. For DC circuit, see, R and C value is same. Resistance same value 104 ohm. Capacitor also same 3.4 microfarad. And this one we are going to connect across DC voltage source. This is the case during charging. This topic already you have covered it in theory. Charging and discharging of a capacitor through some resistance. So during charging, we are going to take fully discharged capacitor. Q is equals to CV, means voltage across capacitor is 0 the moment you switch on, because it's a fully discharged capacitor. So along y-axis it's a voltage across capacitor, along x-axis it's a time. Here second one graph, along y-axis it's a current flowing through the circuit during charging, and along x-axis it's a time. Okay, so here at start means at t equals to 0, the moment you switch on, that condition is called as at start at t equals to 0. Voltage across capacitor is 0. Then what will happen? Electrons will move toward means the capacitor. It is a two metallic plates separated by dielectric medium. So upper one plate is metal, lower one plate is also metal. In between them dielectric medium, consider mica or paper it is. Upper one plate connected to positive terminal of battery. So what will happen? The moment you switch on, electrons will move from upper one plate, the one which is connected to positive terminal of battery. That's why it will acquire positive charge. What battery does? It pushes these electrons to another plate of capacitor. This plate of capacitor, it is acquiring electrons. That's why it will acquire negative charge. Now we can say the capacitor is being charged. Q is equals to CV, means voltage across capacitor go on increasing. Okay, that's why you get the graph voltage across capacitor increasing. Now the moment here, see what is happening at this point, voltage across capacitor becomes equal to supply voltage. The moment it becomes equal to supply voltage, no potential difference will be there in the circuit. So current in the circuit becomes, if no potential difference, what's about the current? 0. So all of you can see current here becomes 0. And initially, what is the equation for current here? I equals to V minus VC upon R. So at start VC is 0. That's why current is maximum V by R. And then as VC increases, current in the circuit becomes 0. Current starts to decrease. And the moment VC becomes equals to V, current becomes 0. So formula also you have seen in theory, VC is V into 1 minus exponential to the power minus T by RC, and I instantaneous value of current during charging expression for this is V by R into exponential to the power minus T by RC. Okay, this one things you have studied in first unit in this year, first unit BEE, last one topic. Okay, and tau also you have learned there. Tau is equals to R into C, time constant. It is the time taken by the capacitor when voltage across is equal to how much? Yes, voltage across capacitor is how much at tau? See the graph. Correct. 0.632 times the supply voltage. Okay, so how can you calculate here tau? using these two values of R and C. So you will get it.
Yes.
So see, tau is equals to R into C. You will get it 353.6 microsecond. What is the value of supply voltage?
20 volt.
20 volt. Okay, so tau, it's the time taken by the capacitor when it reaches to 0.632 times the supply voltage. So what is 0.632 times the supply voltage is how much volt?
12.64 volt.
Correct, 12.64 volt. All of you can see the calculations on the screen. Means what is its meaning? When the time is this one, 353.6 microsecond, which is equal to the time constant. How much is the voltage across capacitor that time?
12.64 volt.
Correct, 12.64 volt. So these all are the theoretical calculations we have done. We will cross check these values using simulation software. Okay, so what we'll do in simulation software, we'll design the DC circuit. Can you hear everyone see the DC circuit?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
DC circuit. So see, resistance 104, capacitance 3.4 microfarad. If you want, you can connect ammeter. And here I have connected DC source. I'm going to double click it. See here, what is the value of voltage I set there?
20.
20 volt. Okay, 20 volt. Now resistance 104, capacitor 3.4 microfarad. Okay, I'm going to reset this. Then I'm going to run this. Okay, now simulation speed I will increase. See current value कितनी हो गई है करंट की वैल्यू? एमीटर दिखा रहा है करंट की वैल्यू. कर्सर नाउ इज ऑन एमीटर. कितनी वैल्यू दिखा रहा है वो? इज इट रिटन अबाउट इट 0 एम्पियर? Because all of you know current becomes 0. If I decrease simulation speed, I'll again reset this. मैं इसको stop करती हूँ. Again I will reset and I'll run. तो अभी देखो current is decreasing continuously. Can everyone see current value is decreasing continuously on the screen? अभी micro ampere हो गया. Now I'll increase the speed and check whether current immediately becomes 0 or not. See, current in the circuit immediately becomes 0. Okay.
Yes.
So now what we'll do here, again I'll stop this, I'll reset it, I'll reduce the simulation speed, and I'll again run this. Okay, now we are interested in voltage across capacitor. So I'll put cursor on capacitor, I'll right click it, and I'll click the option view in new scope. Can everyone see it on the screen? View in new scope on capacitor.
Yes, ma'am.
So click on that. So here voltage across capacitor, you can see the graph. Like this we can increase the graph. ये settings का symbol आता है ना नीचे, that you go on deleting. As you go on say remove scope, so this graph increases. The earlier one were 4-5 setting symbol. So I deleted all. Now I can see the complete graph. Otherwise it was too small. Okay, so what I'll do now, this is the simulation speed is very slow. Only this vertical line you can see. We want its final value also. So scale you change. Right click, properties, y-axis scale will change so that you can see the graph. Now for 10, it's too small. Can everyone see? For 10 volt per division, it's too small. And if I change it to 5, then it will be at the top. So what I'll do, I'll make this 6 apply. So this one. Now its behavior is not the same whatever the graph we have seen in theory. So for that, what you have to do, change the horizontal scale. Horizontal scale, see right now 1 millisecond per division it is. Suppose I minimize it. then also the same thing. Okay, you have to, this side you have to increase, this side. Still the same thing is, एक मिनट है, मैं इसको ओके करती हूँ फिर से, आई डू दैट. 1 minute, I'll reset this. Once you reset na, so see, now you can see whatever we have seen in theory, just now I show you on that. Same is, it is whatever the earlier that handwritten copy. Are you getting the same behavior here? Of
Yes, ma'am.
voltage, voltage across capacitor, right? Proper graph we got. So I am going to stop this so that graph, now we can check the value. Okay, so what you have to check here, see, when the time constant, that is the time is 353 microsecond, voltage must be how much?
12.64.
Correct. VC should be 12.64. Means 353 and 12.64. These two values will cross check here. Now I'll put the cursor at 353 approximately. Yeah, you can try later on also more accurate readings. X-axis scale आपको change करना है. अभी देखो below diagram, below circuit, I put cursor somewhere on the graph. So its position, time also it is displaying, and at that time, what is the value of voltage across capacitor also it is displaying. So what is the time?
355.
Correct, 355 microsecond. We got time constant 353. Right now, I can see the position 355. Okay, not 353 I am getting, but you can zoom the x-axis scale change karo and check whether you get 354 or 53. And what is the voltage it is displaying?
12.72.
Okay, got it? Approximately same answer aa raha hai, approximately same.
Yes.
Okay, just you have to cross check. So from simulation we are getting, I will ask you in Google from theoretical value of tau and theoretical value of voltage across capacitor at the time t equals to tau. Okay, so that one, that handwritten, in handwritten you can find that. And these two values I'll ask you from simulation software. How much time constant you are getting and what is the value of VC. So you can write this. Time constant 355 microsecond, at this VC you are getting 12.72 volt, or you can change this slightly. We'll try this one. We'll check whether 350 that one will get or not. In properties, suppose I change it 100 and click on OK. Again I'll reset and run. Now it's so x-axis again, more zoom in option. Scale I have changed, that you can see here compared to earlier one. So I'm going to stop this. We'll check whether we'll get 350. How much? 353. 353. Whether we get for this 353. 350 I'm getting. Again 355. No, still 355 and 350 only two I am getting. But you can try. But if you get 355, then also fine. Okay. So any difficulty with this experiment?
No, ma'am.
So I will ask you all these values in Google form, like for this DC, theoretical tau, and at that tau, what is the voltage across capacitor? Means these two value you have to enter there. And then from simulation, what value of tau and what value of VC you are getting. Okay. And then from phasor diagram for AC circuit, I'll ask you what are the value of R and C and supply voltage you are going to set. And then what is I, VR and VC, its RMS value. Then all these calculations value I'll ask you. R, XC, C, Z and cos phi. And then from phasor diagram, how much Vt and cos phi you got. This one. Okay. So here we are finished with the fourth experiment.